Ah, yes, a new season of Destiny 2. I don't know the number, so someone's going to need to let me know. I think it's like 22 or 23 maybe. But there's a big dragon now that I could have sworn we killed like 5 years ago. Nonetheless, you know what time it is. It's God Roll time. However, we're going to be doing things a little different this time. Instead of the usual, oh my god, these are the best weapons, must get gone wrong. These are the weapons that I'm personally grinding for, along with their God Rolls. What I'm interested in this season, and hopefully you'll be interested in too. We got everything from meme guns, new funnel web, fan favorites returning, and even a controller player's wet dream. But before we get into it, I would like to give a big thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video. Factor is the fresh, never frozen, delivered right to your front door and ready in 2 minutes meal prep service that you've been waiting for. It's like Lunchables, but for adults. My favorite thing about Factor is how transparent they are with their labels. Keeping track of my macros has seriously never been easier. And if you're thinking Factor is just for lunch, well, you'd be wrong, as they offer meals for breakfast, lunch, dinner, along with options for keto, low calorie, high protein, and more. And because you just throw them in the microwave for 2 minutes, the only dishes you're ever gonna be doing is cleaning a fork here and there. Also, not to mention, you have flexibility. You can change your meals on a week-to-week basis, start, stop, pause, increase your amount of meals, decrease your amount of meals, all with no hassle. So if you're ready to save time while also eating healthier meals, then I'd highly recommend you give Factor a shot. Use my link or go to go.factor75.com and use code POGMyFiDes50 for 50% off your first box. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. Starting out, we have not really a crazy, insane weapon, but more of a fun/meme gun. The new special sidearm, Indebted Kindness, from the brand new dungeon, Warlord's Ruin. Now, a sidearm in and of itself isn't that crazy, but what if I told you this one shoots rockets? And well, it might be one of the most silly fun weapons that you can use right now. So it's right up my alley. It drops from any encounter in the dungeon, so I just recommend farming the first boss, or you can use the new in-game LFG to farm whatever encounter people are currently farming for. Now for the roll, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter that much, but I'd recommend quick launch for the +10 to handling and velocity in the barrel column, high velocity rounds for the +10 to reload and velocity in the mag column. For the first perk column, you're going to want beacon rounds, final blows grant rounds tracking, and in the second perk column, jolt shot kills, then reloading will cause the weapon to jolt the target on the next hit. This weapon also has the Sundering origin trait, which after destroying a vehicle and or constructs grants this weapon bonus reload speed and charge rate. If this was a my favorite weapons this season list, this would be at the top. Highly recommend you pick one up. Next up, we have a new 900 RPM SMG that may or may not have been from Season of the Undying. That was Sunset, but apparently Bungie has short-term memory loss. Subjunctive. This weapon is craftable, but also can drop from either the Undying engrams, focusing it for 2 or 4 Wish engrams plus 3000 Glimmer, or from the new activity Riven's Lair and the Coil. In the barrel column, you're going to want Fluted Barrel for the extra stability and handling. In the mag column, Accurized Rounds for the bonus range. Perk column number 1, you're going to want Threat Detector, stability, reload, and handling speed. You get a bonus to all those when near an enemy. Then for perk column number 2, Volt Shot. For the masterwork, I'd recommend stability for controller players or range for those of you who like to spray and pray. Its origin perk is Nano Munitions. Being near allies slowly builds up a partial emergency ammo refill for the next time this weapon runs out of ammo. At this point, I call any new 900 sub the new funnel web, so of course I'm gonna be going after this one. Also, not to mention it's subjunctive, and that's when I came back to Destiny 2 was during Season of the Undying with Shadowkeep, so it kind of holds a special place in my heart. Now at my next spot is the Imperative, another brand new, totally wasn't in Season of the Undying 150 RPM scout rifle. Just like the previous weapon, you can pick it up via the engram in the helm or from the seasonal activities Riven's Lair or the Coil. For the barrel column, you're going to want a chamber compensator for the +10 to stability, +10 to recoil, but the -5 to handling. Mag column, flared magwell for that reload speed bonus. For the perk columns, where you actually have 2 different combos depending on which one you prefer. First combo is Rapid Hit with Kinetic Tremors. Rapid precision hits cause a shockwave to spawn at the target's location. Or what I like to call just a good old faithful Demolition, where kills grant 10% to grenade energy and throwing a nade will reload the mag, and explosive rounds in that second column. For the Masterwork, I'd recommend reload speed, and it has the same origin trait as the previous weapon, Nano Munitions. All around a fantastic weapon, especially if you never had the chance to use it back in 2019. Man, it's really been 4 years, huh? I'm not even gonna throw any shade about this next one being another recycled weapon because it's Breakneck, right? Breakneck deserves some respect. You know, fun fact, I have not played Gambit since before Witch Queen came out. It honestly started as a meme. I just wasn't playing Gambit, and then yeah, it's been like 2 years now. But you gotta play Gambit to get Breakneck. So yeah, it looks like my streak might be coming to an end. You can get this weapon either as a post-game drop or by focusing it from the Drifter for one singular Gambit engram. Getting into the barrel and mag column, you're going to want Arrowhead Break and Ricochet rounds respectively. I mean, who doesn't like bullets that bounce off of things? Then for the first perk column, you're going to want Subsistence. So every kill will partially reload the mag. Then in the second perk column, Onslaught, kills with this weapon increase its rate of fire. Masterwork, I'd recommend range, but unless you're a true Gambit enjoyer, I'd take whatever, considering that it has 23, yes, 23 possible perks in those perk columns. So yeah. It also has the gun and run origin trait, which makes you run 6.25% faster for 10 seconds after killing multiple enemies within 3 seconds. Man, we've really come full circle, huh, man? I can't believe the Breakneck is back. And for the final weapon I'm chasing after this season, we have what I think is the best special weapon for damage in the game currently, and you might want to sit down. It's not a reskinned weapon that they sunset. A strand fusion rifle called Scatter Signal. It is craftable, and you can get it from either Riven's Lair, the coil, or focusing at the spirit of Riven in the helm. Getting into what I'm looking for on this thing, in the barrel column, fluted for the bonus to stability and handling. Mag column, accelerated coils for that boost to charge rate at the cost of 5 impact. In the first perk column, overflow, picking up any special or heavy ammo, refills and overflows the mag. And in the second perk column, controlled burst. Landing every shot in the burst grants the weapon increased damage and reduced charge rate. Then for the Masterwork, I'm personally looking for charge time, and it also has an origin trait, Dragon's Vengeance, which when an ally dies or you reach critical health, this weapon magazine refills and gains bonus range, charge rate, and handling. But yeah, those are all the new weapons, and they're somewhat god rolls that I'm going to be grinding for this season. Let me know if there are any other weapons or rolls that I should be on the lookout for. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.